Hi, and welcome to the show. Today we're looking at Icelandic food, and with me I've got an expert. Well, he's from Iceland. This is Frederick. Now, Frederick, I believe you used to play football?
Yes, I played football at the highest standard in Iceland. We were very successful in Iceland, so we actually played all over Europe. And my claim to fame is that I scored 2 goals at Goodison Park against Everton in 1970.
Fantastic,
yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Now, what do you do these days?
I bring people into England to watch football, football teams to come over for pre-season training, and children to come over to take part in football schools in this country from Scandinavia.
So football is still in your blood?
Yes, very much. When you've been involved in football since you were 5, you can't get it out of your system.
Now, what about the food?
The food, I've always been very much a fan of food, and Icelandic food is excellent food. It's different from most other food that you'll find, so I've always kept with the tradition of the food, and I enjoy cooking it.
Can you get ingredients, though, here in England for Icelandic food?
No, very difficult, because it is different. We say the lamb in Iceland is the best lamb because of the purity of the other water and the air.
That's right.
So, but I am very lucky. Me and my wife, Maretta, we go at least twice a year to Iceland, and I go once or twice outside of that. So I bring it back with me when I actually come back to
fill your suitcases. That's what I do when I go to Greece. So you're married to an English girl?
Yes, I'm married to Maretta, and we met in Iceland. She used to work for a travel company that took English people to Iceland, and that's how we met. We met in a discotheque in Iceland.
Now, is there a big community in Manchester with Icelandic people?
There are a few Icelanders in Manchester. There's a decent-sized community. There's about 150 in Hull and Grimsby involved with importing Icelandic fish. There's about 200 people in England, which is very good because there's only 250,000 people in Iceland. Well, there were, but less 250 now.
Yeah. Well, we're going to do some cooking in a minute, yes?
Yeah. Shall we go and see to the food?
Well, we're ready to start with our first course. What are you doing for us?
Well, what I'm going to do as a first course, which is a very traditional first course in Iceland, is actually called gravlax, which is, grav is a grave or dug underneath the earth, and lax is the word for salmon. So it's actually dug underneath salmon.
Very nice. So this is our salmon.
This is the gravlax.
And it's been buried underground for a long time.
For a long time to preserve it.
It's all right to eat though.
It's all right to eat, yes, because they actually wrap it up first.
Yeah.
But this is a very traditional, because in the old days it was preservation. Everything was about preservation.
That's right.
Hence the smoked lamb, the gravlax, salted meat, pickled herring.
Still practiced today. Very popular.
Very popular. So I'm going to do that with a piece of toast.
Yeah, toast.
With some gravlax sauce, which is honey and mustard-based sauce.
I tasted some of that before for the first time. It's delicious.
Yes, it's nice and sweet, but not sweet.
So if you can't get it, then get some mustard.
Some mustard, some honey.
Mix it with some honey,
some syrup,
and voila,
it gives it, and
you've got it.
You're there.
Great.
It's not the same, though. It's not the same, but it's close.
Of course it's not.
Enough.
It's never.
Close enough.
Yeah. And here we've got some juicy prawns.
Prawns, Icelandic prawns, actually caught, manufactured, or not manufactured, caught in Iceland, packed, deep frozen on the ships, out at sea, and then put onto the market deep frozen. So they're frozen fresh. Hence they're so juicy and a tiny bit of...
I believe you.
Verði þér að góðu means bon appetit.
Oh, thank you. All right, do you want to show us how you...
Byrja á gravlaxinum. Já. Við tökum og við skerum, we do. I was talking in Icelandic to myself.
I don't understand. You talk to me in Greek, though. I do understand Greek.
Yeah. So I was talking to myself in Icelandic there, yeah.
That's good.
We cut the gravlax the same as what we would actually cut the other smoked salmon into very thin pieces, as thin as we can get them. Because it's a delicacy, it's not cheap. You could say it's expensive, but nothing is expensive if it's good.
No.
It's only a cost.
Yeah.
I'll do one, actually, I'll tell you what, this one's a little...
It reminds me of
sushi,
bit, you know.
Well, it is the same basis. Have a taste of that.
All right, lovely. Well, that's a bit big. Can I cut it a little bit?
Cut it a little bit more.
Oh, lovely.
I'll do that well.
It's delicious. It actually tastes a bit like smoked salmon.
Well, it is the same basis as the smoked salmon.
But with the herbs, is it dill on top?
It's dill, yes, it's dill.
Delicious. It gives it a little bit of...
What I'll do is I'll actually put 3 pieces on that one because I'm sure...
So this is something that you'll eat as a starter, yeah?
Yeah, this is something that you'll eat as a starter.
Yeah. And is this something that you'll be serving at home?
Yes,
can you get this?
Yes, you can get this at home. And,
it's not just in restaurants.
No. No,
No.
not over there.
Great. So,
2 pieces of toast. You can
Yeah.
actually butter the toast if you want.
so where does
And
this go?
the sauce goes, you can either, I like it over the top. So
Yeah.
what I do is I actually put it over the top there. And I always put too much because I love it.
Yeah.
Because I've got a fairly sweet
I
tooth.
think I'd be the same.
Or you can put it on the side so people can actually try it themselves.
All right, and the prawns?
The prawns, I do, and this is something that I do myself because I like a smiley face. So I actually put them at the bottom.
Yeah, lovely. Oh, that looks delicious, actually.
And you can put more.
You know, I'd be
you can put
tempted
less.
to with a bit of caviar as well.
Yes, caviar you can.
If you can afford it.
If you can afford it, yes. And the caviar is the same as not. So I'll put one more there.
Well, that looks fantastic, Frederick. All right, and
Yeah.
what do you drink with it?
This you would actually, we prefer to, because of the taste of the other gravlax. It's very nice with a light red wine, not too heavy.
Not white wine.
Well,
Red
you
wine.
can. I prefer
All right,
red.
yeah.
And it's what you prefer that you say. They say with a starter with fish you should drink white wine.
Yeah.
But you have to, with this, because of the spice in it, it would have to be a very good quality Riesling or
And you've
good
got some
Krasner.
wine here.
I've got some wines.
But
with-
this is not Icelandic
No,
wine. Do you
they-
make any wine?
No, we don't
No.
make any wines in Iceland, but we do actually make plenty of alcohol and beer.
You do?
And the
yes.
Icelanders are famous for their drinking of the alcohol.
Yeah.
They don't drink during the week in general, but weekends they open a bottle of vodka, they throw the cap away, or the Icelandic, the brennivin, the Black Death as we call it,
All right.
throw the cap away because that's going to get finished.
Oh, right. So
They've
they
never-
don't
they-
say that.
Yeah. But I've got a nice Syrah here that I actually got for and I do recommend the other Syrah, which is
Yeah.
very nice because it's spicy, but it is not too heavy, and it goes very nice with the smoked lamb as well. So
Yeah.
you can actually drink that with your starter. If you want white wine, I would recommend either Gastravina or the Riesling.
Well, I'll be having some of that later
Yes,
on.
so will I.
We need to take a short break, but do join us in a couple of minutes. Hi and welcome back. Well, here we are again in the kitchen, Frederick's kitchen, and you are going to cook the main meal.
Yeah.
Yes. What are you cooking for us?
What I'm doing for you now is the Icelandic smoked lamb, which is unique in the sense that it's actually smoked on the farms. They build their own little cottages where they put the wood underneath the grill. They hang the meat up and they smoke it. And
Can I smell it?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
You can actually smell the oaky
Definitely
kind of
Definitely
smell.
smoked, yes.
Yes.
Okay, so this is very traditional.
This is the Icelandic traditional
Meal.
the meal. Yes.
So what do you serve it with?
You serve that with cabbage, sweet red cabbage, with some garden peas, and with bechamel sauce. That actually the potatoes are boiled and then put into the sauce.
So you boil the potatoes
You boil
first?
the potatoes first,
Yeah.
peel them,
Alright.
or not peel them, depending on what sort of potatoes
Yeah.
you've got.
It depends if you want more fibre.
want more, yeah.
So what do we need to do now? What do we do first?
What we do is we take the smoked lamb,
Yeah.
which has already been prepared. It's been deboned, and actually this piece of lamb is the front of the lamb. It's not the leg of lamb because it's fattier, and it gives you more of a juice and it's more of a taste to it.
Great,
So we
yeah.
just put it in the water.
Do you want to
in
do
the- in
that?
the- yeah.
Yeah.
Or just-
So do you boil your water?
No, you
No?
can put it straight in
Yeah.
with the cold water,
Yeah, I get rid of
and
this.
just
plate.
make sure the water covers it.
Yeah.
and then you boil it like
No
that.
salt, no pepper,
No
because
salt,
it
no
already
pepper.
has the
It's all
smoky
yeah.
flavours.
The smoky
yes.
flavour has got a salty taste to it
Yeah.
anyway, so
Yeah.
it gives you that flavour
Yeah.
without actually
Yeah.
putting anything
And
else
I
in it.
noticed you're using a pressure cooker.
Yes,
Is that what
it's-
your mama used to use?
Well, no, she didn't, because they weren't on the market then.
So you're cheating a
I'm
little
cheating,
bit.
yeah, well, I'm making it quicker.
Yeah.
I'm
All
making it
right. Do you want
quicker.
to?
So we'll get the light going. I'll
Yeah.
actually use this one here because it's quicker.
Okay. So you're
we'll-
moving this
moving
one.
that one.
All right. Moving that. I'll let
Putting-
you do that. You're
Putting
stronger.
that one over there. So we'll
Yeah.
move that one around so it doesn't.
Okay.
That's-
So how long are we going to time this for now?
This one, what you should do is you should cook it for 15 minutes per every half a kilo, every
All right.
500 grams.
So
and this
weigh your lamb
weigh,
first.
Weigh your lamb first
Yeah,
and then cook
yeah.
it.
And it depends if you want it well cooked or.
Yeah, and I would, if you do it like that, I would then cook it for an extra 15 minutes just to get the softness into it.
Great. All right. You put that.
I'll put that
on.
that lid on.
And I believe you make a fantastic coffee.
Yeah,
So why don't we go and have a coffee and
Yeah.
come back and do our bechamel sauce?
I've
okay?
actually got some Icelandic coffee for you as well.
Fantastic.
There you
Come
go.
on, let's
All right,
go.
Yeah. Lula, it's almost ready now. Now, if I could have you in here and
Oh,
give me a
well,
hand.
It smells lovely in here.
Yeah. Well, see, the potatoes are ready.
Okay.
They can be cut up.
All
and
right.
put in.
Have you drained them?
I've drained them.
Yes.
And there's the meat. Have a smell.
Oh, fantastic.
Smells nice, doesn't it?
Very
You can
nice.
smell the smoke. Now
So what-
you can smell. It's quite salty. You can smell it.
So what do we need to do now?
Now we need to do is to get the meat out of the pan onto the plate and let it sort of soak up, dry off a bit, rest a
Get
bit.
it rest. Yeah.
Potatoes need to be cut up to be ready to put into the bechamel sauce. So if you take the pan with the other potatoes, take it over there.
Chop
cut-
them up ready for you for the bechamel.
and if you would chop up the other red cabbage for me.
All right.
I'll do that at the same time as I do the sauce.
All right. Great.
Right.
Well, I get on with this.
Yeah, and I'll
you get
put
on
this
with
over
it.
here.
Okay. Now, how big do you want these potatoes?
I want them into sort of maybe 4 pieces each. A mouthful. A mouthful.
Whose mouth?
Well, there you go. Right, so
Okay.
the
Oh,
meat-
they're
the meat
still
is ready
they're
there.
still warm.
Yeah.
Very warm. Yes. And I like it because you left the skin on.
Yes.
Yeah. Lots of fibre there. Now, let me know what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm actually now just putting the light onto the other own flame. Well, there you go, that's the right one.
You're struggling with
I'm
it as well.
struggling with it as well. So there you go. I'm ready now to do the other bechamel sauce.
Okay.
And to fry the other sweet red cabbage. That
All
you're
right.
going
Oh, do you want me
cut
to
up.
do that?
Yes,
Okay, then.
if you'd cut that up for me,
All right.
then we can get that ready.
Okay. I'll cut the cabbage for you. Thinly sliced.
Thinly sliced, yes, please.
Yeah. Do you want it all?
No, about half of it.
Half of
That's
it.
enough,
No.
yes.
Now, why are we using red cabbage?
And
not
that's the
White
traditional.
cabbage.
It's the traditional to use the red cabbage with the smoked meat
All right.
because of the other taste that it gives it.
Right.
So I'll put the other.
So what have you got melting here?
I've got melted margarine
Right.
rather than butter.
Yes.
Now put the other red cabbage in there. People like to use butter, but my mother always used margarine because it doesn't go brown.
Ah, it doesn't burn.
It doesn't burn well.
Is that enough?
That's enough, actually.
Oh,
that's
there
bit
we
extra.
are. So I
There
get
we
rid
go.
of this.
So
Okay.
that can now be.
I'm going to finish my potatoes
Yeah.
and then I'll bring them
get
to
the
you.
other cabbage on the way. Now with being sweet red cabbage, we still use a little bit of vinegar,
All right.
quite a bit of sugar, and then a touch of salt. And you just do that as you go along. So
All
if
right.
I,
You know the Chinese use
Sorry?
sugar in stir-fry vegetables.
bit of vinegar in there, about
Lovely.
an ounce.
Yeah. Is that brown vinegar?
That's
yes?
brown vinegar, yeah.
Lovely.
Actually, I use red wine vinegar.
Red wine vinegar.
Red wine. You can either use red wine
All right.
or you can use sherry.
I'll look after these.
Yeah, and I'll
you
start doing
start with the bechamel because it takes a long time, bechamel,
yeah.
doesn't it?
So in the bechamel sauce, I've got the margarine again,
Margarine again,
Yeah.
melted, and
Melted.
you're adding some flour.
some flour into
How
it.
much flour are we adding?
4 tablespoons.
4 tablespoons.
Yeah.
All right. Who is counting? Okay. Now, do you want to use the wooden spoon for that?
Yes, please.
Yeah. We'll change.
We'll change. You can
Yeah.
have that.
All right. So really, you need to cook your flour now, don't
Yes,
you?
you do.
You need
yes.
to
So you
brown it.
you need to brown it. Stir
Yeah.
it into the margarine
Yeah.
until it sort of settles.